Today I want to show you how to create an enticing audiogram for your podcast episode or for your audio clip. What is an audiogram? It's something like that. You have an audio file and you turn it into a little video so that you can post it on social media and entice your followers to check out your audio recording you did, your podcast. So let me show you how that can look and sound.
I had sleepless nights going over the storyline for this episode. I planned to record it weeks ago, but I kept pushing it back.
I'm not gonna play the whole one now. You can check it out and find it on my Instagram if you are intrigued. But I just want to show you the concept of it. So you have this visual that's like static, like it is just a picture. It's something I created in CANVA. And then you have the sound waves, and what is also really helpful is that you have these transcription, because oftentimes people just scroll and they can't actually listen, so the transcription is great to have as well. So I did this for my podcast #Impact. I've been podcasting since 2017, now up more than 150 episodes, featuring a lot of incredible change makers that are doing amazing work. And I'm also supporting new podcasters to make even more impact with their own shows. That's me and my amazing team, my co-hosts and collaborators recording for #Impact podcast across the globe. And a tool that I found really useful for my own production #Impact is Headliner. Headliner.app. You can sign up there for a free account. And what I highly recommend when you get into creating your first audiogram is to be really mindful of that audio clip that you're choosing. So it's short, right? So it should be, especially for Instagram, if you want to do this on Instagram, it should be under 1 minute. If you want to post it on your feed, for example, if you want to post it on stories, it should be even shorter. But what I've noticed is even just under 1 minute to choose that out of your podcast recording is already quite a challenge. So I made the experience that it's quite nice to post it like on my feed, and I would choose a audio clip from my episode that is under 1 minute. I usually aim for not more than 58 seconds just to be on the safe side, because if it's more than 1 minute, then it wouldn't be able to post it in the feed, and then it just makes it a little bit more complicated. So aim for 58 seconds. Choose that from your podcast, choose the exact timestamp, like from 1 minute to what minute is that particular soundbite. So now in my example, I found that at minute 27, 13 seconds to 28 minutes, 6 seconds, there is an audio clip within my episode that I would like to share. You could also, if you don't have your podcast up and running yet, if you just want to create actually a nice, you could just create that from your own, record a short 1 minute soundbite from yourself just on your phone and upload that clip as well. But then again, make sure that is under 1 minute, and then prepare the visual you want to use. You can create something like this here, or like the visual I created here. I like to use CANVA to work with. I'm sure you've seen this before, right? But if not, here it is. CANVA.com lets you pretty much design anything you want. So if you haven't worked with this before, then check that out. And then when you have that, then let's create your amazing audiogram. Create your account here. And then let me show you. Once you go inside, you have a lot of different options. But today I want to create an audiogram. And the great thing with this tool is that if you have a podcast, you can search for your podcast here, and it will already show you all the episodes, like all the episodes you ever did. And then you can just choose from which episode you want to take out the soundbite. Or you can also upload an audio clip here. So now I want to take an audio clip from this episode. Now it is loading the audio. While it's loading, I can already work on it. So you can hover over this and you can drag it over to your starting time. You see, I'm dragging it all the way to, what did I write down? minute 27:13. So that was pretty much towards the end. So I'm putting this here now, and then I'm adjusting it here a little bit. So actually this should be just fine because it's just before minute 27:13, and it will automatically already take 1 minute here. But I want to make it like a little bit shorter. So that was 28:06, right? And that's it. Now I have the right time. And I want to, don't forget this part, turn the captions on. And here we go. Choose the format you want to use for the different kind of options. If it's on YouTube website, or in my case, I want to use it for Instagram. So I'm choosing this one. Next. And then it will automatically grab some things from my show, the picture, for example. But in my case, I actually want to replace the image. I want to use the image of my guest. So I want to find... Let me just try this again. I want to find the visual from my guest who is actually speaking in this. And in this case, this was Dr. Janice Whitlock from the Jet Foundation. So now I have her picture here. That's great. I could change the sound waves here, so they have different kind of design, so you could choose what you like. I'm gonna keep this one here. And then you can also, what I like, this white bar down there, this is a progress bar. And you could even add you could change the color up in your particular brand colors as well, so that's a great tool. In this case, I'm just gonna leave it white now. So, and that's it. You could even add some text as well. I like to keep it simple, but you have some templates as well. So, I mean, feel free to play around with this. But for this one, I'm just gonna create it now. And I definitely recommend that you open also, especially when you used transcription, open the advanced editor, because you will wanna check that the AI actually transcribed it correctly. And this will take a few seconds. And I'm noticing I think my computer just tried to do some updates now at the same time. It started working really hard just now. I hear it. I'm not sure if you hear that as well. Great. So now we have it here. The transcript will always take a little bit of time as well for it to upload. So you can just, in the meantime, you could also work on something else if you don't want to wait around. I'm just going to wait a second because I know it goes quite fast. So here we are. And the first thing that I always do is just to read the text. And I like to kind of like read it out loud. That helps me with correcting it. You know what everyone could do right now in this second and in the next second, if they could care, I mean really care. The biggest impediment to meeting our sustainability goals is lack of authentic empathy for other people's species. Other people, here I think there should be a comma. species on the planet. I guess she said on the planet. Whether it's other individuals, other groups that feel like they're different, other nations, other species, or the earth as a whole. Economic, political, and social investment follows what we value, always. It follows what we care about. So when we start to really deeply care about ourselves and everybody else around us, we will see resources dedicated to protecting all of us and this beautiful planet we live on. If there was enough care, this would not be an issue. We have all of the resources that we need to address the challenges that we are facing. So, and then once I have this, I actually like to listen to it because sometimes I notice some things then still in the recording. So let's do that.
You know what everyone could do right now in this second and in the next second is they could care.
And I just heard something that she said is that they, in the next, is that they could care. So I would correct that here. I think that's what she said. Let's try that again.
I mean, really care. The biggest impediment to meeting our sustainability goals is lack of authentic empathy for other people, species, and the planet.
So here I just want to double check that I actually corrected that correctly. So I would go back to the top. Listen again.
You know what everyone could do right now in this second and in the next second is they could care. No.
Is they could care. So I heard that wrong. Again, take note. Is they could care. So it's very simple and quick to just change that up.
No, I mean really care. The biggest impediment to meeting our sustainability goals is lack of authentic empathy for other people, species, and the planet. Whether it's other individuals, other groups that feel like they're different, other nations, or other species, or, the earth as a whole. Economic, political, and social investment follows what we value, always. It follows what we care about. So when we start to really deeply care about ourselves and everybody else around us, we will see resources dedicated to protecting all of us and this beautiful planet we live on. If there was enough care, this would not be an issue. We'd have all of the resources that we need to address the challenges that we're facing.
So that's it. I'm very happy with how it turned out. You could, of course, still, play around, redo things. But I try to keep it quite simple. And I also, time is limited. I'm creating those quickly. And then when I'm happy, you just have to press export and then you can download your video. That's it. Enjoy making your first audiogram that makes an impact.